Mine exploded everywhere. Whatever.
Okay.
Well,
welcome back, all 3 of you that have subscribed.
This is our 3 subscriber special. We were gonna have a 1 subscriber special,
but then 2 more ghost subscribers decided to subscribe, and we don't know who you are. So if you want to comment and let yourself be known as some of the first subscribers, you're welcome to post suggestions or requests for next podcast. So you don't have to just ghost and sit in the corner and quietly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We want your opinions because we want people to actually listen. So
that's about right. Yeah.
What do you think?
That's about right.
That's about right.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
Now let's see.
Do we want to talk about first bit of news? Better massage.
Oh gosh,
I suppose
this could take a while.
Current events segment of the podcast.
So, Morgen is going to help us be politically correct.
I can't rein you 2 in, but I'll try.
But we'll try.
Moderate what we say. We don't want to go too far.
We don't want to go too far. We don't want to offend anybody, but it's...
There are some funny elements of this story. There's some bad elements, but there's some funny ones.
So, we won't cliffhang you too far. Back at our place, or not our place of residence.
Place of employment.
There is a little strip mall behind it, and there was
sharing the parking lot of this strip mall.
Yes,
with where you guys work.
Yep.
And it was a massage parlor called Better Massage. Within this last week, they got busted for human trafficking,
sex trafficking, and like having massages where they'd also offer like sexual acts to patrons, which is, not legal.
Yes. So, this forewarning, we are not making fun of the people who are trafficked. That is a very unfortunate thing. Yeah. But at the owner's expense, we will make fun of them because
they're shitty people.
They're shitty people, and I believe that they deserve it. So
they definitely do.
Yes. Well, I think we'll just start off by saying, how did they think they were being conspicuous by naming their massage parlor Better Massage?
No, they were being conspicuous.
They were. Oh,
they were not. They were not hiding it at all.
Oh no, sorry.
Naming your sex massage parlor Better Massage.
Like what I said to Ethan at work when I found out. There's massage, and then there's Better Massage. Which then Ethan took 5 minutes to figure out what I was meaning, but...
Well,
I
had to think. He got I had a lot of pressure on me that day.
Yeah.
But, so, Ethan, there were lots of jokes at work. Some I will not reiterate because they were just not appropriate.
Very rude.
But... One thing I did think was funny was our manager Tommy did say,
is it not he should have known?
He should have known. He said he should have known because, well, mind you, I've never had a massage and I don't really plan on doing it after that. But most parlors I would assume would close like 7 at the latest, maybe.
Absolute latest.
Latest. Yeah. Our restaurant closes at 10 p.m. Better Massage is open till 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So
someone.
Yep.
Granted, I think the sting that the police did was after quite a long investigation because they busted that one. The owners had 3 others.
Yep.
In town.
Well, 2 others in town also busted, and they also busted the one in Tennessee that these same people owned. So they were onto the whole thing. They didn't jump the gun and get just one of their massage places. They got all 4.
Yeah.
One several states away. Mm-hmm. So
props to them for stopping.
Good job to that unit that did that investigation.
That was epic. But when Ethan and I were messaging about it, and we said we have to talk about it. We have to Ethan said to me, "Do not read the reviews for Better Massage."
Is this when we get to hear the reviews for Better Massage?
This is.
So
let's see. Well, when you Google it,
Better Massage.
They're closed now, even though it shows their hours as 10 to 10.
10 to 10. But they were actually still there at 11:30.
Yeah. Yes.
So, you take a look at the reviews on Google, and it's got a nice 4.1.
It's got a 4.1 rating, so it wasn't even that good of a better massage.
9 reviews, too.
9, oh, God.
So, I mean, they highlight a few of the reviews for you at the top. We've got
the Google these reviews, are the reviews. Yeah, these to are pay attention to.
Yeah,
Google's saying that this review
these reviews best represent.
Okay,
so we've got
what does Google say?
So
best represents?
The first one is just says experienced, friendly staff.
Oh,
exclamation point.
Okay.
So yeah, they've done this. They've done this before.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing inherently wrong with
that
statement.
That's not implying that this person got one of the better massages.
Yeah.
That could just be this person got a regular massage.
Yeah. And then we've got another one that polar opposite says worst massage experience I have had.
All right.
End quote.
So maybe that leans more toward that first person did get one of the better massages.
Yes,
and this person that did not like it got just a regular massage, and these masseuses
probably.
Yeah.
They are not trained in massage as much as they're trained in better massage.
Yeah. Well,
granted, they're
forced.
They're forced they're forced to perform sex acts on clients, so.
Yep.
Naturally, I don't think the owners care too much about having them be actual good masseuses.
Yes. And now we've got the third little excerpt of the reviews, and it says, quote, a truly healing experience.
Oh, they probably should investigate that person.
No, that's not even the worst one.
Oh, no!
It actually gets worse.
Oh,
so you scroll down, and now... Those were just like little one-lines.
Yes.
Yeah,
reviews.
One-liners and now, slowly getting into...
Now we've got all the full reviews where they're like more like paragraphs.
Oh, okay.
And we've got 9 of them.
Oh.
9 of them.
And the first 4 or 5 are from a month or sooner ago.
Oh, so these are recent.
These are extremely recent reviews.
Recently, right before they got busted.
Okay.
Yes. So we've got one... person leaving a 5-star review from 4 weeks ago saying the name says it's all. Better massage, very professional staff, truly healing experience. This was that person. And then I would recommend this to who has pain or otherwise a positive experience. So they obviously had a good experience.
They had a good time.
Very professional.
You might say that they had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we've got Roger, and he's labeled as a local guide, so I guess he's experienced around the area.
I mean, that would backfire big time if you're the local guide listed under the massage parlor that got busted.
Yeah, and more
kind of labels you as a bit of a perv.
More unfortunate for this man is that he leaves 5 stars from 4 weeks ago saying very professional and friendly staff. Pressure is tailored to your request.
Oh
no!
These people think they're being so sneaky, and they don't think anyone's gonna read between these lines.
It's either that, or he just thinks he's being very read my, and then it's now dude, you look like a complete fucking pervert.
Yeah, either that or he's trying to speak in massage parlor language. He's not talking about sex at all, and now he just looks like he is because this place got busted. I don't know. Sorry.
He ends it with you will leave feeling refreshed.
Okay, well,
it should be called best massage.
Oh,
thank you.
I don't know.
I mean,
it doesn't look too good for him.
Oh,
it gets a little worse. If we
scroll bad.
If we scroll down to Jesse, well, actually, we'll not expose their names. Actually, we'll call this person.
Well, you already.
We already exposed her, so we won't.
There's plenty of Jessies out there, though.
She says that very friendly at what they do. I went in. I went in pain, come out feeling better. They actually got a response from the owner saying, glad that you are feeling better. Thank you. So...
This is such a weird comment section.
It really is.
It actually...
Usually comment sections have people just like ranting and raving about how terrible things were, but these people are all very satisfied. I don't like it.
No.
Except for that one guy. There was one person who thought it was terrible.
Worst massage experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see. We got
any more that just like rip it a new one?
Now, let me see. Well, yes. This person, we'll call him...
They don't have
Mark.
to have a name. You can just...
Well, we'll say this person's got a... They give it a 1-star. They were the 1-star reviewer. And they say, worst massage experience I have had. The gal left the room multiple times. Was talking on her cell phone. The first gal left halfway through. And another person took over for the second half of the massage. Very, very high pressure tactics. To leave a huge tip for a bad experience.
Huh.
I don't know.
That kind of alludes to,
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Now, let me see if I... Now, where was... Now, why... Now, I gotta find the last one.
Oh, there's
the last... This is... Okay.
Did you find it?
I've got it. So, you can also ask questions, all right?
You can ask... What do you mean?
On Google. You can ask questions about the business. Like, what are your hours?
Right.
This person decided to ask...
What did they ask you?
God. Do you offer GFE?
Wait, should I know what that means?
I don't know what
You
that
shouldn't
means.
know because it's not that obvious. But if you type in GFE onto Google, it comes up with oh God.
Just say it. Say it, Papa John.
Oh God. Okay.
You can do this. You can do it, Ethan.
Come on, just say it.
Girlfriend experience, which is... Oh, God.
Oh,
You want to finish that for me?
Give me the phone.
Girlfriend experience. A girlfriend experience is a commercial experience that blurs the boundaries between financial transaction and a romantic relationship.
Oh, God.
It ranges from a transactional sex relationship to a client paying a sex worker to pretend to be his girlfriend during the session.
I don't like that.
And the response was...
No. Massage only.
Well, that's a lie. I'm sorry.
Put in that Tyler the Creator meme. Well, that was a fucking lie.
Massage only.
So, yeah, they got someone.
Good thing they got busted.
Fucking tea.
From the article I read, most, if not all, of the women that they had brought there were from California, so hopefully...
And immigrants. So hopefully they can get back, or they find their families. Or they somehow put them in a government assistance to help them.
Yeah, something, but...
It'd be very sad to see that they're
probably in better situations now.
Yeah.
That the owners are in jail.
Yeah. Literally, fuck them.
Are you a cop?
Oh, don't. Do we bring that up?
Okay, so I'll... Do you have the article open, Ethan?
Yeah, I can pull it up right here.
I can read that part if you'd like.
There's been updates in the
They've
story.
updated it.
It looks like. I don't know if this is the right one.
Should we tell people if they want to look up this article where they can go?
Do we want to plug the?
You can Google "better massage Duluth, Minnesota."
Yes.
And pull up a news article on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this just clears up a whole lot of the stuff with that whole. Do you offer GFE?
Okay.
What?
Bill.
So the person who replied to it is one of the owners saying massage only. So, okay. So I thought it was just like
Oh, you thought that was
like
a
but
generic...
it's actually the owners responding to
gosh.
it saying, okay.
Hit me up with that article. I'll find the spot we're looking for.
Oh, it looks like Ethan's trying to look for you.
All right, here
Ethan's
you go.
going to do it for me. Okay.
Just kidding.
I can't.
So, it's
I need a second.
the funny story of how they found it is that... Where are we at? You didn't find the right spot.
No, he just handed it off to you. He wanted you to just find it.
I thought I could find it quick. I couldn't.
No, you went way past it, bruh.
Come on, bruh.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Okay, so yeah, they were on this investigation for a long time because it says in early 2018 they received a tip that said that one of the masseuses aggressively tried to provide sexual acts, telling the client that she would get in trouble if she didn't. And so the police, they were looking at this place. They set up a sting, and one of the officers went in for one of these better massages, not just a regular one.
Yep.
And the masseuse, was it? I think this woman is the owner too.
Yes, I
is
believe
Yang,
it was.
Is
Yep.
Yang one of the owners?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the owner. She straddled the officer's head while wearing a skirt. This is a quote from the article, and used the officer's hand to stimulate his own genitals. When the massage was over, she asked the officer, "Are you the police?"
What an idiot.
And that's...
When he put cuffs on her and arrested her.
Yeah, that's the story of how they failed that sting. It wasn't even just like they almost got away with it. It's just like they were so dumb that...
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
Does it say anything about bail or...
I hope not.
Oh, jeez.
No, I want to know if their bail is like super high.
Probably no bail.
Yeah, you're right. They have... Well, no, their liability to run away because they had a place in Tennessee too.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's probably enough of talking about better massage.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Ethan,
Yeah.
what else could
I think
you possibly have to say about it?
We've covered it all. It's that's the story of better massage.
Yeah. Asshats.
Yeah.
We were pretty shook when we found out about it.
Yeah, well, mind you, okay, how Morgen and I found out about
We
this.
were at the restaurant
day off.
eating dinner.
Yep.
On your day off. We went to the restaurant you work at, and
the manager.
her manager came up to us and was like, "You'll never guess what happened." And we're like,
okay,
"What do you mean?
what?
Like, what?" He didn't even say hi. He just said this. And then he's like, "Better Massage got busted for sex trafficking."
And then
walked away. And we're like, "Bro, what?
What?
We're trying to eat dinner."
And that's it. He was just... And he went off and never talked to us, at least, again, that...
Nope, that's all he said that night. It was very strange.
Oh, gosh. So, we talked about how we have 3 subscribers, and we got into contact with one. Shout out to Annika B, our first subscriber, and I asked her...
Not the first comment, though.
Not first comment. I got that.
So
That's the important
She's
one.
still got one goal to go for.
Yes. Oh, God. So, I asked her, what would you want us to talk about? And she said, near-death experiences. Yes.
Yeah.
I told both of you about this beforehand. Have you guys thought of anything? Otherwise, I can go first.
I thought of one, but I can let you go first.
Yeah.
You pass.
You go first.
Pass it.
You've got it. This isn't Bop It.
Sorry. So, I thought of a couple, but I'll talk about my first one, where I was in, like, 2nd grade, and it was the day before picture day. And, you know, I was just horsing around with my siblings, and I fell out of my bunk bed.
Oh, I thought you did this while you were asleep.
No, I was just horsing around, having a good old time.
Shoot, dude.
Being an 8-year-old.
It's almost better to fall out of a bunk bed when you're asleep.
Yeah.
Because your body's all limp. You don't hurt yourself as bad.
Yeah, so, and I gave myself a black eye.
And lost 2 teeth. 2 baby teeth.
Yeah, I just had basically had no teeth. I had, like, 1 front tooth, and that was about it. I looked like a crackhead.
I thought you only lost 2 teeth.
What do you mean?
You said 2 teeth fell out.
No, I had
only 2 teeth remaining.
Yeah, basically.
You only had 2 left.
Yes.
Oh, I was kidding.
Yeah, like in the front. Like I only had 2 teeth in the front.
Damn, dude,
yes.
you lost like 4 or 5 teeth in that fall.
Well, not even in the fall. Just like in the span of like a couple days, I lost a bunch of teeth. I didn't have very good teeth when I was a child. Anywho, so then I'm like, you know what? I want bangs. So my dumbass gives myself side bangs, like side sweep bangs, but it covers my wrong eye.
Yeah.
So I have my black eye.
Trying to cover your black eye and you
shitty haircut.
Fucked up and covered the regular eye.
And then no teeth. And I'm just like, show up to picture day and I'm just like...
Oh yeah, and you did that smile where you'd like...
Yeah, close my eyes and then biggest fucking smile. For some reason, somehow my 8-year-old self convinced my mom to keep those photos, not to do retakes. I don't know how. And that's my near-death experience with my mom trying not to kill me over that.
That was the part where you almost died. That wasn't the part where you fell out of the bed. No. That's fair.
So, yeah. Well, I'll just show you that photo sometime. It's just terrible. All right, Morgan, tell us your near-death experience.
I mean, I didn't really come close to dying.
Well, yeah.
Se.
Well, neither did I.
That's fair. Oh gosh. Mine's more of the stupidest way to injure yourself, because I was 5 years old at the time. Just
5-year-old shit.
Being a 5-year-old, doing 5-year-old shit, like running around, stuff like that. And we were at a wedding. My family was at a wedding, and so through all the running around and being a 5-year-old, completely fine. When it came down to walking in line, I can't remember what we were all in line for. There was a line for something. I was walking behind someone, and they stopped, and I was not paying attention because I was 5, and I like kind of bumped into them, and then for whatever reason I fell, and I broke my leg from slowly I slowly walked into someone and just snapped my leg. Not snapped, fractured, but anywho, who breaks their leg from bumping into the person in front of them in line? It's ridiculous. And
they need some milk.
That's probably why my entire family thought I was faking. They're like, just walk, like you're fine. They're like, why are you so upset? Like your leg is fine. I'm like, no, it's not. It hurts so bad. And they're like, just stop.
How long did it take until they brought you to the doctor?
The next day we went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, yeah, you broke his leg. And I'm like, see? What up? But yeah, then I had to be in a cast, and it was a whole ordeal, all from slowly walking.
And then your mom almost killed you for breaking your leg.
Oh, this has to be a near-death experience.
Yeah,
and then, yeah. Ethan, did you think of anything, or are you going to pass on this one? It's okay if you pass. You don't have anything?
No, I can't.
Okay. We'll pass you on this one then.
I just never got that close. Or at least not that I can remember.
Jumping to the next topic I've written. Ethan, with you working in the restaurant, have you ever had someone to like come on to you? In like a kind of an odd way.
Wait, where are we going with this? I don't know this topic.
Oh
No.
Okay.
This dude.
So,
I love this story. It's probably my favorite story ever.
I not to toot my own horn, I've forgotten a couple phone numbers, normal shit, whatever. This guy takes the fucking cake.
Oh, some people go nuts for you, dog.
This guy? Yes, this guy very much so. So I'm working Saturday morning, Big Daddy breakfast. And
Big Daddy's is a restaurant that she used to work at.
Yes.
It sounds very strange if no one has ever heard of Big Daddy's before.
I did not work at a strip club.
Yeah.
No.
It sounds like a whole lot of things, but it's just a burger joint. It's a diner/burger place.
Yes. Thank you, Morgen.
Good clarification.
Yeah, thank you for making
I got you back.
me out. Yeah. So Anywho, I'm like, we serve breakfast, and I'm serving them whatever, and he decides to write something in his biscuits and gravy and ketchup, and I'm kind of just like, mind my own shit, and I'm about to like take the plate away, and I see it over his shoulder because I'm like walking behind him, and it says "send nudes."
Yeah, so he got caught. We're assuming his plan was to write "send nudes" in ketchup and then leave his money on the table and leave. So that he didn't have to be, caught sitting with his plate that says that
in front of him, because that's fucking weird.
Yeah,
yes.
It's very strange. And,
so then I think it's funny because I'm like, that's funny. That's a goof. Well, then I'm like, oh, can I take your plate out of your way? And he's like, no, I'm still eating. And then starts to eat
the ketchup.
Eat it with biscuits and gravy with ketchup. Like, fuck, that's disgusting.
Yeah, he was trying to get rid of the evidence so bad. Mm-hmm. It's like if he had written it on a piece of paper, I think he would have tried to eat the paper.
Probably. Yeah. It was terrible.
It was that level.
And I was just like, oh, you're serious. This isn't like a joke.
Like you weren't doing this as a meme. This dude was serious.
Yeah, I'm like,
is now caught in the act.
And I was so confused because I was like, send nudes where? Like, even if say I was like,
Say you wanted to just
go to the bathroom.
I don't even know why you would want to do that, but there was no phone number. He
didn't think that went through.
He didn't think that he'd get that far. Which naturally, he wouldn't, but
no.
But
yeah.
Even if he had not provided a phone number.
This story would have, it would have been great or good if that was just the end of it. It gets better because I see him at least once a week now at school.
Yeah. So what he thought was going to be a one-time awkward encounter has turned into once or twice a week of seeing this person remembering that embarrassing moment in his life.
Like, I've gotten gas up in Hermantown, and I was standing in line behind him paying, and he left to go get stuff so you wouldn't have to stand next to me.
We've gone to Target, and we've seen him at Target.
Yeah, and he's like,
looks shocked.
Yeah.
He sees you everywhere, and I think he absolutely hates that.
Shits himself.
That, he has no escape, and he knows you remember.
Mm-hmm. Because how could you forget something like that? That's so. It's just like.
Yeah.
What were you? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my.
Now that story's good, but that's not the one I thought you pointed at on your little note card of topics. I thought you pointed at
the third one down.
The one that ended in oh my god. Oh, I love this story.
Just me almost dying. Oh, this is actually a near-death experience.
This is your actual near-death experience.
Oh. Yeah.
You legitimately could have died here.
Yeah. So, I used to go to a community college in town, and both of you have never, been to a community college, so,
No,
the main demographic is mainly, older people trying to, get out of their jobs that they're in now to, better themselves, which, congrats, good for you.
So non-traditional students.
Yeah, non-traditional students, thank you. Mm-hmm. Or
people that don't know what they want to do and they're just getting their AA done, their general degree.
Or
what's the third option?
People that have, I'm going to use the word exceptionalities or disabilities.
Or just quirky people don't think they'd fit in at a 4-year university.
Yeah. It's a very, interesting, I would make jokes to my friends while I was at LSC and say all the, losers of the high schools around town went to LSC, and I'm like, yeah, I'm also included in that, sorry.
Granted, it's got some truth because you did meet some weird people there.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And this person was exceptionally
oh man,
strange. So we call him Creepy Eric.
It's very fitting. It's so fitting.
I had a ceramics class with him, and I thought he was special needs. And he walks up to me just and I'm minding my own shit, and he's like, Britta, I need help. I need a ride to the grocery store.
This was not the first time you spoke to him, right?
No, this was.
Oh, this was the very first time you spoke to him?
Very first time I ever talked to him.
Oh
like, God. I would see him, like...
Like, you knew his name.
I knew his name.
He was in your class.
Yep.
But this was the first time you spoke to him personally?
Yes.
And he asked you for a ride to the grocery store?
Yes.
See, I learned a new thing about this story. I've heard it 5 times probably, and I learned one little new tidbit every single time.
Yeah, like, it wasn't that... I've seen him, like, interact with other people, and I was like, yeah, you are just...
Weird?
You're just a little weird, but that's okay. I mean, everyone is. So I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll help you out. But I asked him, like, oh, like, don't you drive? And he's like, yeah, someone cut my brake line. And I just sat there and I was like, I don't really know how to respond
You're like,
to
yeah,
that.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. But
so you've already got this thought that, you know, he's a little strange.
Mind you, at this time I was like 18, 19 years old.
Naive,
young, wanting to help everybody, but
very hopeful outlook on the world.
Not that anyone would ever kill me, but yeah. So I said, okay, we'll go after class. So we jump into my 2004 Grand Am.
Pontiac Grand Am with the flame decal on the hood.
The lowest car. You're basically sitting on the fucking ground.
Oh yeah, I hated riding in that thing. Yeah, it's terrible. You feel like your feet are scraping the pavement as you drive.
Yep. Epic. We go to the grocery store and I pull up to just like drop him off and I was going to sit in the car. Mm-hmm. And he gets really close to my face and he says, "You need to come inside with me." Mind you, it's not the best part of our hometown, but it's not like the worst.
No, I mean...
So I thought, okay, maybe he just thinks that this isn't like the best situation for me to just sit out in the car by myself. Whatever. So we go in and he buys the strangest combination of foods.
Oh yeah, like I don't think you could cook a single dish with these ingredients combined. You don't combine any of these things.
Habanero peppers.
Yep.
Plantains. Mm-hmm. I think there was tortillas.
Yeah, wasn't there another vegetable?
Potatoes. Like a 10-pound bag of potatoes.
Yeah, but there's another weirder vegetable than plantains.
Oh, fennel.
Fennel, yep, that's what it was. A shit ton of fennel.
Yep. Shit ton. But then he also bought like milk, egg, and cheese. So I was like, you know what, at least you're getting your dairy. Like, whatever. Like, you can make something out of those 3 things. Like, okay.
Yeah, like you could make an omelet.
Yeah, you could.
Mm-hmm. That's like the only coherent thing he could make from that mix of things.
So I was like, so what are you gonna make with this? And he's like, oh, I have a secret recipe. And I was like, what is it? Like,
probably just throws all that shit in the blender and blends it all up at once. Doesn't even like de-seed the peppers, just like straight up. I can see it.
So it's just like at this point I was like, you know what? Fine, whatever. You're being fucking weird. We're being weird. So I was like, whatever. So we drive and we roll up to his quadplex. So a duplex, but like 4 units, because I don't know what that technical term is.
Yeah, I mean it's basically just like a duplex on the first floor and another duplex on the second floor.
Yes,
pretty much.
Yeah. So we roll up and there's like a little dime bag on the side of the road. And he picks it up. He's like, hey, look, I found some weed. But there's like... Now imagine you have very long hair. And you brush your hair for like a month. And then you build the hair up in your hairbrush. And then you pull it out. And like there's just like, you know, a wad of hair in your hairbrush. Imagine that attached to this dime bag. And he's holding it up.
It's disgusting.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, you're holding up like a fur ball. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, ugh! And then drops it. And I'm like, what do you mean? How did you not see that? What is wrong with you? I was just like, okay, whatever.
He probably thought that was just normal.
Yeah. So he grabs some of his groceries out. Mind you, I'm still in the car and he's like showing it while I'm sitting in the car. And I'm just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What's going on? And then he's like, you need to help me bring in my groceries into my house. And I was like, how many things do I need to do? Like, I was just like...
Yeah, granted, I think you should have been thinking other things at this point.
Like what?
I shouldn't go into your house. I don't know you. You're fucking weird. I'd rather stay in my car. But no, you're like, okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, I have an inkling, but I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. So he unlocks the door and he lives on the top floor. We go in, and there's 2 eviction notice on the 2 bottom floor units.
Yep.
Go upstairs. There's another eviction notice. He's the only unit in this
That's not evicted.
That's not evicted.
He's the only person that hasn't been evicted from this building.
And I'm like, like cleaning house or something along those lines. And he's like, oh yeah, they were making meth.
Oh god.
I just sat there like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Just casual.
And for that area of town, I can see that. I can believe that it's reasonable that all 3 of the other units were people making meth.
Yeah. So then there's like a little area in like the stairway that's like full of just shitty furniture. And I was like, so is this your neighbor's? And he's like, oh no, that's mine. And I'm like, what do you mean this is yours? He's like, my grandpa donated it to me. I'm like, don't you even give? Like, you don't just get, that's not a donation. And he's just like, what? And I'm like, never mind, I'm not going to have this conversation with you. I'm like, we'll put it in your house. He's like, well, I don't want it. I'm like, well, you can't just leave it here. We start arguing, and then I realized, like, this, why am I arguing with this person right now? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So then I look at the door, and imagine a door, but there's like an inch long, like wide crack,
an inch thick, like slit in the door.
Yes,
all
like
the way
you could
across.
see into the unit, and I was just like, what is going on? And he's like, hold on 1 second. So he goes in and shuts the door, and then imagine a cartoon character like flinging around pots and pans, like
Tom and Jerry sound effect style.
And I just
like,
sat
clatter.
there, and I'm like, what am I supposed to? I'm like, do I leave? Like, do I? Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Should have just left.
And then he's like, okay, come in.
Okay, come in.
I'm just like,
I've heard too many times.
So my dumb ass goes in.
This is the first point where you could have been killed.
Yes. So
come in.
Because that's just fucking weird.
He only has red light bulbs.
That red flag.
Yeah, like it just you get more and more details about how fucking weird this guy is. The story goes on, and it's just like confusing why you stuck with it for so long.
Red light bulbs.
Yeah, someone was like, "It's probably growing weed." I'm like, "No, there was not. No, there
was no weed.
There was no weed. He was just.
Granted, that could have been all the clatter.
That could have been
before you came in.
That is true. But,
you never do know.
Yeah. So I walk in, and then like he was in like a juicing cleanse, I want to say. He had just had like smoothie glasses everywhere, like a wine glass full of smoothie residue, a 7-Up bottle full of smoothie residue. No. Yeah. The ultimate offense.
God, this gross.
Yeah, this dude is.
And so I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? So, you know what, I'm just, at this point, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw them in the fridge, the grocery, because I was holding the bag with the milk, cheese, and eggs, and I'm gonna fucking leave. So I open the door maybe of the fridge.
Like a centimeter?
No, not
2 inches?
Maybe
3 inches?
2 inches most. 2 inches most.
I like this part.
And he slams it shut. And he's like, don't go in there. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, there's black mold in there. And I'm like,
you just released the bubonic.
More like there's a dead body in there.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh my god, there's dead animals, dead bodies. I don't know, something dead in there. This is terrible. I'm going to die. So I was just like, why is there fucking black mold in your fridge? She's like, I unplugged it because it was humming too loud. I'm like, what? So you just don't have a fucking fridge? He's like, you'd be surprised how well milk and eggs last outside of refrigeration. I'm like, all right,
nope.
Strike 3, strike 100 million. You're out of here.
Yeah,
I'm
strike
done.
3. We've already. I mean, if this were a cinema sins for this dude, he'd already be at like 30 or so sins.
Yeah, so I just got up and got the frig out of there.
That's not where the story ends.
Oh, yes, you're very right.
This story goes very far.
I've only heard up to here.
This story continues for quite a while.
So
wait, maybe I've heard.
No, I don't think you have.
Maybe I don't know, Ethan.
Has he heard about the proposal?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh god.
Okay,
was this bongos?
No.
What? No, this is not bongos. You haven't heard this part.
Okay.
So.
Oh no, I saw the. I think you showed me the messages.
A year and a half later, I'm at spring break with my good friend at the time in Florida.
Yeah.
And I will read the messages.
Oh, thank God. Do you want me to? Can I do it?
Oh,
Can I read the messages?
Yes, go ahead and read them.
So, this was at 9:15 p.m. local time, which means in Florida it would have been 10:15 at night for you.
Yes.
And Creepy Eric says, "What's up? Want to hang out next weekend?" And you say, "I actually am out of town all week for spring break, so I'll have to take a rain check."
That's just me being polite.
Yeah, that's right. Granted, you're actually probably thinking no and never.
Never, yeah.
But always polite. And he says, "Well, damn." and then he said, "Were you working today?" And then he says, like you said, you're out of town.
And that's how he would talk. Like,
yeah,
like
he
noises
typed
like
out the sound that you would make if you were like thinking in conversation.
Yeah.
So then,
nice.
Fourth straight message, he says, "To tell you the truth, I'm trying to seduce you into becoming my girlfriend, wife."
Wow. Right forward from the
And then another message.
You're not in town.
"But wait to answer, please, because it will be a no for sure right now, I'm guessing." And then the next morning, you say...
It's like 6 a.m., right?
6:30 a.m. Yeah. You're like, "What?" With the laughing cry face behind it, thinking that it's a joke.
Epic meme.
Yeah.
Thinking he's just memeing you really hard. And he says...
Nope.
"Yeah, completely."
5 real.
5 real.
6.
"I know you have a boyfriend, or did have a boyfriend, but I'm not really concerned about that because I would like you more."
I would like you
I would
more.
like you more.
I mean...
If you want to ask me anything or have me explain anything, let me know. Otherwise, I figure we'll talk about everything you want in person. So you say, "Sorry, I'm not really comfortable with that. I do still have and love my boyfriend." And to that he replies, "Cool, goodbye."
Goodbye.
But wait, there's 4 more straight messages.
Oh, he's not done yet.
And then he says, "I mean, that's unfortunate for me, but there's nothing really to say, so that's why I say goodbye. Have a nice trip. I'm sorry for bothering you." Another message. "I mean, we think the same way and have a lot in common, so that's why I would love to start life with you." And then another message. "I'm overstretching by continuing to talk after being rejected."
Yes.
Yes, you are. Thank you for being so aware.
If only you saw how things would be and what it would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
And then another, "I'm not sure how to end this conversation other than saying goodbye." And that's where it ends.
And then, like 5 months later, he messages me on Facebook.
Yep.
And said, "Sorry about those texts from March.
From 5 months ago.
From 5 months ago, I was drunk."
Yeah. It took him
5 months.
Almost half a year to come up with the excuse that he was drunk.
Yes.
Or maybe he was just so drunk that
the whole 5 months.
No, see, the thing is, if you had met him, you'd know he was sober.
Yeah, it was just...
That was not him being drunk. That was him just serious.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even painted a picture of this man yet. Have we? He's like 6'3".
He's tall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Taller than me.
Scrawny.
Scrawnier than me, too.
Yeah. He had like red hair, and he was just like very like...
To match the red light bulbs.
Kind of dead in the eyes.
Yeah, he was definitely on drugs.
Yeah.
He had like those dead eyes you get after your brain's all fucked up on drugs.
Yeah.
He did, though. Like, he had no more like glimmer in his eye.
Yeah.
They were just like...
No life.
Yeah.
Fish eyes.
Yeah, the dead fish fiend eyes.
Let me tell you about one of his outfits that I kind of memed him on. He was wearing a black and white striped polo, pink swim trunks, brown leather slip-on dress shoes.
Nice.
And I said to him in the middle, I also had print lit with him at one point. I said, "Bruh, nice outfit." He literally could have killed me right then and there. The glare he gave me, it was like... I was like, oh my god, like, are you, like, I don't know what's going on right now.
You didn't think you'd offend him that bad.
No, and then someone asked him, like, dude, what's up with the outfit? He was like, I was running on the treadmill. I remember that. I was like, what does that have to do with literally anything you're wearing? Nothing, none of that is...
Do you know how uncomfortable it would be to run on a treadmill in dress shoes? I'm assuming no socks.
Yeah, no shot.
No socks. Swim trunks. Those two things alone, you would chafe so bad in so many places. That would be so painful. I can't even imagine how awful that would feel.
No.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, but you remember when I told, I wrote about that for my creative writing class?
Yep.
And the same professor
who I had
for
you
Brit
didn't
Lit.
You didn't name drop him, but
No.
you wrote about it in creative writing, which had the same teacher as Brit Lit with that kid. So his professor knew him.
Yeah, he was like, wait, do I know this student? And I said, yes. Yeah. And then he said, without dropping a name, could you allude to who this student is? And I said, he sat next to, and then insert student, one of my friends from that school, to his left. And he said, you went to his house?
So this dude is fucked up enough that even the professors knew he was fucked up.
And then said, did you call the police?
You called the police.
I said, you can't call the police for someone being weird.
That's true. It's not a crime to be
can you?
I mean, he had red light bulbs.
There's a difference between being suspicious and being weird. Like, you probably could have called the police and said, I don't know what he's hiding in his fridge, but, like, it was weird and I'm scared. And they would have showed up. But, like, you can't just be like, hey, this guy's being fucking weird. Like, I don't agree with this dude's life choices. That's not a reason to call the police.
No.
You had reason. You could. I think you did.
I think you had a valid reason.
What could I have said? Hi.
I am wondering what's in this guy's fridge. He's acting really strange, and I think he's hiding something.
I don't really know who he is, and I'm in his house.
No, obviously you would not call the police from inside his
house. I'm inside this house right now.
Hey, dude, let me just make a phone call real quick. Hi, 911. This dude I'm standing next to right now is being really fucking weird. You want to come and like investigate him?
He's got red light bulbs.
Oh my god, red light bulbs, really fucking sketchy.
You don't just have red light bulbs lying around.
No.
You buy those.
Those are like party lights.
I've never seen a red light bulb. Only black lights.
You buy them for like plants.
Never mind, I have. Julie had
it's
one.
Definitely is the weed then. Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely.
That confirms it.
Yeah, but like your whole house in red light bulbs.
So he can grow weed wherever he wants.
But still, that's
not limited to a certain table with a lamp. He can just wherever he wants now. Maybe he carries the plant around with him.
Probably
nurtures it.
He's weird enough.
Yeah.
Was it pretty dim lit in there?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's red light. Yeah,
red light bulbs don't throw a lot of.
They weren't
light.
Yeah.
That was. Oh god.
Yeah. He probably couldn't even.
Jeez. So
we got like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
just a heads up, we got about 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're taking in consideration an hour and 30 was too long. We're cutting it down to an hour, boys. So, Ethan wanted to go to like 2.5 because H3 goes that long. But...
And then we realized we're not H3.
Yeah.
So we don't have those same privileges quite the same. So we're gonna keep it to an hour so that people aren't
bored.
Just like absolutely hassled to try to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah. One thing we talked about, we went out to dinner before this, and we brought up our favorite regular at the restaurant.
Oh god.
And we wanted to tell Morgan about.
Yeah, I have not heard about this man before.
Reggie. Should we describe Reggie?
Please. I mean, I gotta have a picture in my head.
So. You go ahead.
I don't know how to start. Let's see. He's homeless.
I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure he's homeless?
Yeah, because I've had people when he first started showing up. I had people asking to
buy his meal
because they had like seen him at like the corners of streets downtown and stuff.
Okay, so
it seems
like
homeless.
That, but yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say yes.
People have seen him panhandling.
Yeah.
Yes, and
he's like middle-aged, 45, 50.
Probably, I'd say.
He's
got a hat,
a beanie all the time.
He's a beanie all the time.
Yeah. Jacket.
Likes to lie
well, naturally,
around.
It's always cold
he
here.
Likes to lie.
I hope he has a jacket.
laying around.
Oh yeah.
He just leaves it laying around.
Well, okay, so So I'm gonna say this because it is important to us. One story we're gonna say, he is a black man.
Okay.
And
yes.
So,
I don't want to say. I don't want to go.
Well, the only reason I say this is because it's gonna make more sense if.
I mean, if you're physically describing someone, it's not racist to say that they're black, because he is.
Yeah, but okay. So what I'm getting at is he will talk to himself, but like.
And he'll just walk right into the restaurant.
Yeah, he'll just walk in, find a seat.
He won't wait to be seated. He'll just sit wherever he wants.
He'll pull up a chair up to the booth, and then we'll like turn around and then put his jacket on it, and it's like in the way. Most definitely.
Oh yeah, because it's pretty tight quarters there, and he just like pulls up a chair in the aisle to leave his coat on.
Adam will be like, "No, you're gonna put your jacket on the other side of the booth. You're not having a chair like up to the booth." Pulled
up in the walking path.
Yeah, which is fair.
That's fair. It's a tripping hazard.
Thank you, Adam, for making life not crap, because sometimes when you're carrying a handful of foods and you're like, oh great, I didn't realize this was an obstacle course and I had to avoid Reggie's chair jacket. So when Reggie talks to himself, one time I was walking by and he was repeatedly saying the N-word.
Just over and over again?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
That was...
And there was like...
And the restaurant's full of customers.
Yes. And
they're all like 50 either like plus old people or
old
like...
people or like
families. Yeah, with kids.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Reggie saying the N-word, and there was this man.
Yeah, there was this man
who was like obviously
typical dad.
Yeah, yep.
Mustache, glasses,
yes.
sitting in a booth, kind of, I guess, adjacent a little bit from him, and he was just looking at Reggie,
just staring at him.
He's just staring, and he looked up at me, and he was like. He kind of like glanced at me, and I was. And like,
you're just like,
but I was like so busy. I was like,
bro, what do you want me to do?
I can't do anything.
We really don't know, because like customers will be
on.
like complain about Reggie and be like, we don't want to sit by him.
We have to keep the customers away from sitting by him when he's there.
I mean, I'd say that's a better option than kicking him out.
Would you say?
I would feel pretty bad kicking him out. I mean,
yeah.
I suppose.
He oh man, when he goes on his little things and he's just laughing to himself, and it's just oh man.
And sometimes like he'll be there for like a couple hours and he'll get bored of the booth he's in, so he'll drag his chair to another booth. Yes. And when it's not busy, we'll let him have his chair, but when it is, we
take his chair away.
We confiscate his chair privileges.
That's fair. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so that's Reggie. And he'll, I don't know, just swear at us, and we're just like, okay, fine, whatever.
Okay, Reggie.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just day in the life. Am I right, boys?
You're exactly right.
I just remembered your first day with the man with dementia and when he called you.
Oh, yeah. Because, oh god, that was.
You should tell the story.
Tell the story.
Okay, so it was like one of my first days, and so I don't know like the regulars, and I don't know like, well, this one guy, yeah. So I didn't know that this one guy had dementia, and he'll just pull you aside and like
swear at you.
Yes, so
that's aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh gosh. So I like when he's leaving the restaurant, and I'm up in the front, and it's probably like a fish fry or whatever, and we're very busy, and I'm trying to deal with all the customers in the front and get people in and out of the restaurant as soon as possible. And he like pulls me aside and he's like, I can't understand a word he's saying because it's so loud, but all I can make I don't know, he's like speaking very quick, but all I can hear is he's like yeah, what does he do? He's like it's like he was like rapping, and he was like, you motherfucker, and I was like
I was like rap swearing.
I was like, I'm sorry, what? Did I just
did you just call me a motherfucker, sir?
I'm like
wait, what?
I'm like, okay, and I try to get away as soon as possible because I'm instantly very uncomfortable.
He's told He's told one of our coworkers that his dick has fallen off and he needs help finding it.
I've heard him say that.
Mind you, he comes in with his wife, and his wife just lets it happen.
His wife is giving up on trying to control this man.
Yes.
She's like, I've tried, it does not work, so just gotta kind of let him.
She just rolls her eyes and just like, what do you want to eat?
I mean, that's fair.
You almost feel bad, but
she of all people would know if you could rein him in, and if she doesn't even think it's doable, then it's just not doable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta let him tell everyone that his dick fell off.
No, he needs fine.
Or call the hosting boys motherfuckers.
Yeah, there was one last time he was. I was. Then not too long ago, he was there and he was talking to another customer, and I heard him say something about like, "I'll see you in the sheets" or something. What? I don't know what he was saying.
Making moves too.
I can't understand what he says because he like slurs all his words or talks too quick. But I just hear like he's like something like springtime in the sheets, and I'm like,
it's almost like he's rapping at you.
What is going on? I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be joking me.
Okay.
We're good for probably one more topic.
One more topic.
Let's go with one more topic.
So I have your call, Morgan.
Let's just start reading the list.
Morgan the pedophile.
Let's tell Morgan the pedophile.
Okay.
That one will finish us out pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to tell it, or we can tell?
I don't know it.
Yeah, no, Ethan doesn't know it.
Ethan, tell the story about Morgan the pedophile.
So
I assume.
Okay, so pretty
mind.
much every summer we go down to Madison, Wisconsin,
Yep.
to visit friends, have a good old time for a few days.
Yep, and
And so the first time that we went down there, us, our friend, her boyfriend, and his sister?
Yes.
Yeah, so is that 5? I can't count.
There were 5. Yep.
5 of us went to a comedy show at this place.
Yep.
You know, we thought that would be fun. And so the way comedy shows work is that it's almost like a concert where there's like opening comedians that kind of like warm the crowd up, and then you've got your main act at the end. We got through all the openers. Well, first off, we go in. We're the very first people there, and they seat us
basically on the stage.
The table that we're at is butted right up to the stage. Like, I can rest my elbow on the stage.
So you're like,
so I already hate it.
In front of
I'm like, this is terrible.
Okay.
And then Zane
I just know the comedian's gonna fucking pick on us because we're like, right where
the spotlight's shining on our table.
Yeah, we're fucked from the beginning. We're already screwed.
mm-hmm.
We didn't ask to sit somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't just ask to sit somewhere else.
Yeah, Zane said that they wouldn't seat us anywhere else, and he was just like, "There's not a good seat in here anyway." And I'm like, Zane, bruh.
Whatever. We're like, whatever. You know better. So we're sitting there, and the openers come out. They're pretty funny. The openers are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually liked the openers.
Yeah.
And then the main act comes out, and it was what was his name?
He was on Comedy Central or
Saint Germain or some last name like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dan or something.
Yeah.
We'll call him that. I don't care to look him up right now because I did not like him. But that probably comes from him calling me a pedophile.
Yeah.
So he
I connected the dots.
So he's like talking about people's jobs or something. I don't know. He's trying to do his audience interaction bit, like
see what will make us laugh or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's trying. So he picks on our table, right? And he asks
Zane first.
Oh.
So I'm sitting on. So if he started with Zane, I'm all the way 5 people clockwise of Zane. So I'm the last one to go.
Yes.
So he asks, which is the worst place because that's the one he's going to stick on, right? So I'm literally, since we walked in the door, I've been screwed over every single time.
Not happy.
Just not having straight up not having a good time. So he starts asking us what our jobs are, and so we'll just say we get all the way around the table because I don't remember what happened.
He asked Zane if
well, that came after.
Oh wait, okay, sorry.
So
no spoilers.
So he asks me. I say I'm a swim coach, right? Because I am. I coach a swim team in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're already putting together the puzzle pieces.
No.
Yep, smart man. So, yeah, so I say I coach a swim team, because I do.
Then you, like, stood up and, like, pulled your pants up or something, or you did
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't, no. I didn't stand up.
That's very
You're just making shit up. Stop talking.
No,
Stop
I thought
talking.
you did something where you, like, adjusted your, you, like, shifted in your chair or something. Or...
No, that wasn't it.
Well,
let me tell the story. God damn it.
Not clickbait. Okay.
So then... he asks...
Sorry.
Yeah, this mic's got a lot of gain. It'll pick up your knuckle cracking. Stop it. Stop. Wait, can I finish?
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Please? I'll wait.
Okay.
So... I don't even remember where the fuck I was. He asked what age I coach.
Oh.
What age of kids.
You should have lied.
And I say, oh, you know, something around, like...
School age?
Like 7 to 15, you know, like around there. And he's like, what do you mean around there? Like that kind of age. And I'm like, well, you know, I coach a bunch of age ranges. And he's like, oh, a bunch of age ranges? And that's when I, like, shifted in my chair. And so he made some, like, pedophile joke related to, like, swim coaches. And I'm like...
That's not even low-hanging fruit. That's on the ground.
This fruit is, like, not even, like, it's rotten. This joke isn't funny for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe 6 people in the whole place laughed.
And they're like...
Because this is just getting creepy at this point. Because I'm like, you're the one that brought up being a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like, look who's talking about it.
Yes.
So then, anywho, he starts talking about, like, which of us at the table are couples.
Yes.
And then he makes his second blunder because Zane is sitting next to his sister, and his sister is between Zane and his girlfriend, right? So he thinks Zane and Zane's sister are a couple, and says something to that matter, and she's like, fuck off, dude, I'm his sister. And so, and then and then the audience participation part is done, and he's just like, fuck it.
No, he said something along the lines of, oh, what, is this your girlfriend? We're like, yeah. And then he's like, what's her name? And I'm like, oh, Britta. And he's like, oh, you couldn't filter out those pedophiles, huh? And I'm like, this is so fucking stupid.
I don't remember all the jokes, but it was just
like a water filter joke.
Yeah, the classic Britta, like the water filter.
Like my Instagram.
Have you ever heard of a Britta water filter?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Ethan, well, you'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
anyhow, it's a very popular brand of water filters.
Oh my god!
You know, like the things you fill with tap water and it filters it in your fridge.
Makes sense now, like my Instagram name.
That makes sense now. Oh my god.
Anywho, yeah. So the audience participation part was over with that, and it was awful. And then his jokes weren't even that funny.
Yeah, he was not that funny.
He did not have a very funny set, in my opinion. He talked a lot about, like, race
and Trump.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was like, these are jokes that you probably stay away from if you want everyone to laugh.
Yeah.
No. It just wasn't, I don't know. So yeah, that's how that went. Also, he was, Madison is a very liberal city.
Yes.
You know, being the capital of a state. And he was making, like, very conservative, like, jokes. So I'm like, who do you think these are going to hit with? Like, you gotta know your audience. Yep. You gotta know the city you're in a little bit better than that. And yeah, it just ended up being bad.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, so that's the story of me being called a pedophile
by a stranger,
by a man who's never met me before in my life.
Yeah.
By a comedian. So yeah.
Let's see here.
That about does it. That about does it for an hour.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about.
Like and subscribe.
Like, smash that like button.
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Put the notifications on so you know when we post videos. What else?
Even though we only ever post videos after filming them on a Thursday.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We will try to have a consistent upload schedule.
It's not even like we're going to try to. We definitely will.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So there.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Ethan?
No.
But
we'll be on Spotify after this, though.
Oh yeah, that's
fingers crossed. Spotify.
It's a new development.
As long as
we're on YouTube, working on getting on Spotify.
Yeah.
And then it's
only up from there.
Yeah, we're only going up, boys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening, all you people who listen. Thanks for subscribing to the 3 of you that have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to double our subscribers for next week.
That sounds
6 subscribers.
We can do it.
I feel like share it with. Share it on your social media. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well.
All right.
Adios.